Part 1. Wake-up call for outdated retirement strategies. Let's be honest. Most retirees still cling to traditional IRAs, like they're sacred. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, the same basket of assets people used in the 1980s, 90s, even early 2000s. And for a while, it worked. But 2025 is a completely different beast. Inflation is no longer a temporary phase. Recession signals are flashing red across every major economy. And worst of all, currency devaluation is eating away at your hard-earned savings while you sleep. The very dollars you worked 40 years for, they're buying less every single month. This is the wake-up call. What used to work for retirement no longer does. Your portfolio isn't just underperforming. It's being silently destroyed by macroeconomic forces no financial advisor can stop. And millions of retirees are just now beginning to feel the pain. But by the time most realize it, it's too late. You can't rely on yesterday's strategy to win tomorrow's war. That's why this conversation around XRP and crypto IRAs matters more than ever, because the system is shifting. And if you're not shifting with it, you're losing. Part 2. Real risk. Retirement accounts. Losing value. Every time the dollar dips, your retirement account quietly bleeds. It doesn't scream, it doesn't alert you, it just slips away. Value eroding day by day as inflation rises and markets wobble. And if you're over 50, this silent erosion is not just inconvenient, it's devastating. Because let's face it, if your portfolio takes a 30% hit today, do you really have the luxury of waiting 5 to 10 years for a full recovery? This is the real risk nobody talks about. Most traditional retirement accounts are deeply tied to fiat currency, bonds, and index funds that move in sync with economic chaos. So when the Fed prints trillions, when markets correct, when global tensions spike, your life savings take the hit. And by the time the quarterly statement arrives, it's already too late. But this isn't fear-mongering. This is preparation. Smart investors are not waiting for another crash to start protecting their future. They're reallocating a portion of their retirement savings into assets that are built for the next era. Assets like XRP, designed for speed, utility, and resilience in a digital global economy. Because in 2025, the most dangerous thing you can do with your retirement isn't taking too much risk. It's taking no action at all. Part 3. Smart money shifts to crypto-backed IRAs. Across the U.S., a quiet shift is underway. From Phoenix to Miami, retirees who once trusted only stocks and bonds are now taking bold action, moving into crypto-backed IRAs built around real-world utility. And leading that charge? XRP. These aren't tech bros or 20-somethings chasing hype. These are seasoned conservative investors, people planning for retirement or already living on it, who recognize the system is changing. Traditional retirement accounts are no longer enough. The risks are too high, and the upside is too limited. That's why smart money is flowing into crypto IRA XRP portfolios, not for speculation, but for protection, performance, and positioning. Unlike meme coins or tech stocks, XRP brings something different: utility, real-world cross-border payment solutions, institutional adoption, and growing regulatory clarity. This isn't a gamble. It's a calculated hedge against a fragile economic system. And the best part? The XRP and IRA Roth IRA retirement model allows for tax-advantaged growth, meaning your crypto gains can be shielded while still giving you long-term upside. In plain terms, you can invest in the future without getting punished by taxes. As regulation continues to evolve, and as traditional markets slow down, the retirees who act now, not next year, will be the ones with confidence, stability, and legacy-level wealth. So if your retirement plan doesn't include XRP, maybe it's time to ask why. Part 4. Ripple's 2023 court win unlocks legal clarity. For years, millions of investors, especially those planning for retirement, hesitated to touch XRP, not because they didn't believe in the technology, but because of one looming question: is it legal? That question was answered loud and clear in July 2023. A U.S. federal judge ruled that XRP is not a security when traded on public exchanges. That single ruling cracked open a door that had been locked for years, the door to true legal clarity. And through that door walked not just retail investors, but major financial institutions, retirement advisors, and crypto IRA providers. Overnight, the landscape changed. What was once seen as a legal gray zone became a green light. Financial custodians began offering XRP Roth IRA options. Retirement planners started allocating to XRP in IRA strategies. Platforms specializing in crypto IRA XRP accounts expanded access, and the floodgates opened. This wasn't just a win for Ripple. It was a win for every American looking to build a modern, secure retirement account. Because now you can gain exposure to XRP's utility without fear, backed by legal precedent and growing institutional support. If you've been waiting for the right time, the court has already spoken. The law has caught up, and the smart investors are already moving. The real question now is, will your retirement strategy catch up before the next wave hits? Part 5, 2025, Legal Window for XRP IRA Strategy. 2025 isn't just another year on the calendar. It's the first full year where the XRP and IRA Roth IRA retirement strategy is 100% legal, accessible, and institutionally supported. After years of regulatory uncertainty, the fog has finally cleared. And what's standing before you now is a wide open door, but it won't stay open forever. Thanks to Ripple's court victory and a wave of institutional adoption, crypto custodians, IRA providers, and legal frameworks are now aligned. That means you can legally allocate XRP into your retirement account with confidence. No gray area, no guesswork. Just a clean, compliant path to digital asset exposure inside your retirement portfolio. But here's what most people don't realize. This legal window is temporary. Once spot crypto ETFs, including XRP ETFs, go live, the rules of the game will change. Access will be funneled through Wall Street. Custody terms may tighten. Prices could spike as institutions rush in. And the personalized, tax-advantaged XRP Roth IRA opportunities available today? They could disappear or become heavily restricted. That's why early action matters. Not panic, strategy. If you're building a retirement plan for the next 10, 20 years, waiting isn't safe anymore. The clarity is here. The tools are here. The time is now. Because once the masses realize what's happening, the easy access you have today may be gone tomorrow. Part 6. How institutions are entering XRP IRAs. Quietly, you won't see it on the evening news. There's no big banner flashing across CNBC, but behind closed doors, the world's largest institutions are quietly positioning themselves, not for Bitcoin, not for meme coins, but for XRP. The banks aren't waiting for the public. They never do. While average investors still ask, is it too risky? Institutional custodians have already partnered with Ripple, integrated the XRP ledger, and begun silent accumulation of digital assets, particularly those with real-world utility and long-term upside in retirement planning. They're not going all in. They don't need to. Just a few basis points of exposure to XRP in a diversified retirement account could yield massive asymmetrical returns while hedging against inflation, market instability, and fiat erosion. This is the real secret. The elite don't dismiss crypto. They just don't advertise when they're buying. And now the same tools they're quietly using are being made available to the public. You can open a crypto IRA XRP account. You can allocate tax-advantaged XRP into your XRP Roth IRA. You can legally own a XRP retirement account that mirrors institutional strategy if you move before the window closes. Because once the masses catch on and regulatory ETFs flood in, the early access advantage disappears. Institutions understand this. That's why they've already made their move. The question is, have you made yours? Or are you still waiting for permission from the very same system that's already moved on? Part 7. Choosing the right crypto IRA provider. You don't need to be a blockchain expert. You don't need to navigate this alone. In fact, the smartest way to build your XRP and IRA strategy is to partner with providers who've already done the heavy lifting, legally, securely, and with full regulatory oversight. Firms like Capital and IRA are leading the charge. They offer direct access to XRP inside retirement accounts, complete with tax-advantaged structures, institutional-grade custody, and full compliance with IRS guidelines. That means you can hold crypto in your XRP Roth IRA, legally, securely, and without fear of penalties. And here's the advantage most people miss: timing. When you enter early, you don't just gain exposure, you lock in asymmetric upside. Because the closer we get to XRP ETFs, global adoption, and central bank partnerships, the more expensive and crowded this path becomes. Right now, the door is wide open. Once the institutions unleash full-scale marketing and retail onboarding, the opportunity shifts from proactive to reactive. So don't wait until XRP is all over the headlines again. By then, the crypto IRA XRP infrastructure will still be there, but the first mover gains may not. This is your chance to align your retirement strategy with the financial system of tomorrow, without guessing, without gambling, and without going it alone. Because in the world of investing, being early is optional, but being late is permanent. Part 8. Avoid retirement traps with legal XRP plans. Retirement is supposed to bring peace of mind, not anxiety. But millions of Americans are walking straight into financial traps they don't even see coming. High-fee mutual funds, inflation-eroded cash positions, overexposure to stocks during volatile election cycles. These aren't just risks. They're time bombs built into traditional retirement plans. But here's the truth: you can avoid them. Thanks to recent legal clarity, XRP-backed retirement strategies are no longer fringe. They're fully legal, fully accessible, and incredibly smart. The XRP in IRA Roth IRA retirement structure isn't about betting the farm on crypto. It's about hedging against the system's weaknesses with something built for the digital future. And unlike outdated plans that lock you into underperforming assets, a modern XRP retirement account offers flexibility, speed, and utility. With regulated providers like Capital or IRA, you can set up a crypto IRA XRP position that's not only compliant, but strategically ahead of the curve. The biggest trap isn't making a risky move. It's doing nothing while inflation, taxes, and market shocks eat away your life savings. Don't let your retirement be a casualty of complacency. Legal pathways exist, smart strategies are ready, and the chance to act early is right in front of you. The only question left is, will you walk into the same traps as everyone else, or step into a retirement plan designed for the world that's coming next? Part 9. Download the XRP IRA Guide. Now, before you invest a single dollar, you deserve clarity, not confusion. That's why we've created something powerful for you. A complete, easy-to-follow guide that explains exactly how to set up a XRP and IRA plan, how a XRP Roth IRA compares to traditional accounts, which crypto IRA XRP providers are trusted and legal, and how to avoid the traps hidden in outdated retirement strategies. This isn't hype. It's not theory. It's the real framework being used right now by investors who want protection, growth, and legacy-level security inside their XRP retirement account. Inside the guide, you'll get a full breakdown of how XRP in IRA Roth IRA retirement structures work. Side-by-side comparisons of leading providers like Capital and IRA legal checkpoints and compliance notes. Realistic projections of growth, taxation, and long-term upside. And here's the best part. It's free for subscribers. No upsell, no crypto jargon. Just the facts you need to make a confident, informed decision about your retirement. So before you move, pause. Download the guide. Study the options. See why thousands are shifting away from fragile portfolios and into the future with XRP. Because good decisions are built on clear information, not fear, not hype, and definitely not guesswork. Part 10. Secure your legacy before the window closes. The financial world is shifting, and it's shifting fast. By the time the mainstream media starts screaming about XRP, by the time ETFs go live, and by the time your financial advisor finally calls you back, it's already too late. The market doesn't wait for headlines, and neither should you. Right now, you have something rare. A window of legal, strategic, early access to a future-facing asset inside your retirement plan. A chance to take control before inflation, regulation, and mass adoption reshape the rules for everyone else. This isn't just about growth, it's about legacy. If you want to give your family more than just a 401k story, if you want your retirement to reflect foresight, not fear, if you want to leave behind strength instead of struggle, then now is the time to act. A crypto IRA XRP structure gives you the power to build protection with purpose. It's legal, it's available, and it's waiting for you to move. Don't let this become another "I wish I had" moment. Explore your XRP and IRA options. Open your XRP Roth IRA while the tools are still in your hands. Build an XRP retirement account that isn't just reactive, it's revolutionary. Because when the financial storm arrives, the people who move early aren't just safe, they lead.